So the UK being in mess. I was going to say something else, but then the kids came out of the water and distracted me and I forgot. Any violence towards another human is never acceptable. It doesn't matter what you think, it's just not acceptable. So anyone who is falling into this stupid situation and allowing us to be turned on one another and making this into a racist thing when it isn't a racist thing, or whatever it is that's going on in the UK. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to go into it and I don't want to put any energy in it. There's plenty of people doing that. But basically, there is never ever a justification for turning in violence onto another human person. There are more mature and evolved ways of dealing with things, and civil war, civil unrest, and being violent is not the way to do it. And as long as people are doing that, they're holding us back. They are holding us back, and they are reducing our quality of life, and they're making things worse. We can stand up for our rights and do things in a dignified and kind manner. It actually wouldn't take much, but there's absolutely no justification for violence. So if you are somebody who's going out and being violent and you're attacking another human just because you believe something that's been put on the media, or whatever people in power are stirring up, then you're a fool and you are not helping. So we have to show loving kindness, and we have to show strength, and we have to show standing in our power. But what we don't show, and what we're not supposed to be evolving into, is chimpanzees who go around beating each other up. We're not that primitive anymore. We're not cavemen or cave women. We are in 2024, and we're supposed to care about one another. And it's just not okay, is it? It's not right. So if you think you're doing the right thing, please don't, because you're not. You're holding us back. And it's really horrible setting anything on fire. And I've even seen spiritual people who talk about the assassination on who and say, oh, hopefully next time they won't miss. How can you say that and be spiritual? Doesn't matter. Anyone in power being shot at, they have family, they have children, they're doing a job, whether you think they're evil or good or whatever, there's no justification for violence and taking them out. So, and I know I have enough issues with judging. I am judging a lot of things lately. I find it very hard not to judge, so I'm trying to be less judgmental. But it's hard in this world to be non-judgmental because there's so many people doing the wrong things, and bad things happen because good people do nothing. So I don't do nothing, I do a lot of stuff, but what I will not do is be violent. What I will not do is hurt anybody else in the process, and what I will not do is cause trouble, burn things down and damage property. I am very much into blessing somebody that I don't agree with. Doesn't mean I have to become their friends or like them, but yeah, so if you are doing this, please stop, because it's not helping. And all this, oh, there must be civil war and blah blah blah. No, there mustn't. We don't have to do that. I personally won't fall for that because I'm not a trained monkey. I'm a civilised human being, and I will remain that way until the day I die, and I will have the dignity to behave maturely and appropriately. So I hope everyone else does, especially if you call yourself spiritual. You have, to uphold that. But unfortunately, in our spiritual community, there's a lot of jealousy, there's a lot of trouble, there's a lot of psychic attacks, there's a lot of craziness, isn't there? So it's all a little bit insane, and it's very hard to know who to trust, who to listen to, and who's nice and who isn't. So this is why I write, because I like it with my little aliens, and I know who I can trust and who I can't trust. And for those of you who buy book 4, it's going to mess with your head, because I know who to trust and who not to trust, but I'm not letting you know. And I suppose, in a sense, we play these things out from reality, isn't it? Who do you trust? Who do you listen to? Who's telling you the truth? So, in the UK, it is absolutely crazy. I think it is everywhere. I mean, breaks my heart what's going on over in, I won't even say the words because it'll probably just get taken off online. You can't even say either side, you just can't use the words, can you? So I'm not going to do that, but everywhere you look it is utter chaos and it's crazy and it's awful. So here is to a golden age. May it come faster than it currently is, and may all of you find some peace in navigating your way through this at this very challenging time in life. Yeah, I've just not had the strength and energy to do anything with my writing and marketing. But the week after next I am doing a marketing course in Essex with some really cool coaches, and I'm going to learn a lot then. So I've kind of just thought I'm just going to wait for that, and then when I learn everything on those 3 days I'm just going to put it into action. And what I want to be able to do is help other writers with my courses on how to self-publish, how to finish a book, and then after I've learned this and done all this, how to market. And I can help people by doing it for them, and help people by teaching them and holding your hand and guiding you and supporting you and coaching you. So this is the sort of thing I really want to get into doing more, because I just love it. It's enjoyable, and it's where my heart is. And I find it really frustrating having to keep focusing on projects that is just eating into all my time and not allowing me to have a balance of life and do the things that I really want to do. So it's really unbalanced at the moment. And it's not easy in the summer holidays with both the teenagers off because they're twins and they just bicker and argue. And I'm also trying to do some nice things with them, like bring them to the beach today. So it's lovely, and I'm reading some beautiful chapters in a very nice book today. And yeah, I'm glad I took this day out. I really need a holiday. I haven't had a holiday for a long time. All I've had in the last 4 or 5 years is a 4-day yoga retreat. That is it. And I really actually do need a holiday, so I may treat myself to a sneaky little break over winter, I think, but it'll be last minute. But to be honest, even then I can't be bothered to pack and travel and unpack. I just want to just have a day off and do loads of meditation ideally. So the girls have gone shopping and they've gone to pick me up a coffee, which would be really nice. My dogs have been well behaved. My old dog, bless her, she's 13 in a couple of weeks and she's really struggling, and sad watching her struggle. But a day on the beach is a lot for her now, quiet. And yeah, so just wanted to say it's not okay what's happening, and I don't even think it is actually happening. I don't think there's that many people being violent. Maybe initially there was, but it hasn't really. It's not what I've seen. So I'm hoping that that's the case. It's not the way forward. We don't have to listen to people saying the only way is civil war. We can protest kindly, healthily, and with no destruction. And the violence has to stop. The more you give violence, the more you're feeding violence, the more violence there will be. And that's just the way it's gonna, whatever you give is what you're going to get back. So let's make it non-violent. Let's give love and blessings and peace and care about everybody, even if they're different to us, and then we'll get the same back. So yes, these are my ponderings on the beach, and also because I just wanted to say hello and apologise for not having put anything out here for ages. I'm really disappointed with the Glasgow Worldcon for their poor organisation. I know they're doing it voluntarily, but they just shouldn't be doing it if they can't organise anything. Couldn't organise a teddy bear's picnic, and it's really letting little people down. And of course they don't care about little people like me. If I was a big named author, they would bend over backwards and do so much and never mess anything up like this. But for little, small writers, nobody cares. And that's the problem, is people are not decent towards you anymore unless you're worth something. And I'm not into that. I treat everyone equally, actually. So when I am a J.K. Rowling, I'll just tell them to sod off when I'm at that level. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but I just haven't had a chance to think about it or do anything about it, and it clearly wasn't meant to be. So I'm going to look at doing some sort of a launch officially after the summer holidays, I think. I just can't think about it right now. There's too much going on. And even on this beach, watching all these little dogs play in the water. Oh, this is my heaven on earth. This is so cute and beautiful. Oh, my coffee is here now. So have a lovely day, everyone.